We've not been here long, but
we've been treated really well already.
These past few months have been really busy for you. You've been working on eulogy for the band. What can we expect? Usually Orange Goblin sound, or maybe something new and different?
a bit of both.
Yeah.
It sounds like us, but
I think we spent a lot more time working on the songs and actually working on the recording this time. So it sounds quite clean for us, but still editing. So still definitely Goblin songs, but how could that produced?
I think it's a real mix with all the other albums. There's little bits, because the other albums have like punk themes, not deliberate, but sort of heavy metal scenes, and one that was kind of much more bluesy, slower rock, and there's kind of bits of everything in there. So it just sounds like us.
It's just a progression of all the Orange Goblin you've heard before. I think is contained in this album, but the songwriting's a little bit better. And
it's us, but sober.
As musicians, I think we've all improved, and I think the production on this new album is probably better than we've ever had. No disrespect to previous producers or anything, it's just what we've gone for.
To be honest, that's because we've had longer to do it.
Yeah.
So, more time working on it.
And what about the recording process? Did everything went well?
So normally it's supposed to spend 3 weeks in the studio. We almost spent 9 weeks in the studio because we were only in the weekends. And then during the week we listened to the stuff we worked on, come back the next weekend, change a few things, work out some new bits, so we actually had a lot more time to work the songs out properly. We went really well, really good. We're lucky to find a studio that lets us do that.
Yeah.
So
usually studios say no, you have to do it in a block over like 2-3 weeks, whereas the studio just lets us come in at the weekends and record. It definitely works in our favour. Definitely. I think you can tell from the sound of the record.
The album is set to release on February 13th. That is the same date Black Sabbath released their self-titled debut album in 1970. Is that coincidence or maybe?
we got off on a list of dates, and as soon as I saw February the 13th, I'd like to do it that day because we've always celebrated February the 13th. We call it Doomsmas. All day on February 13th we listen to all the Black Sabbath albums. It's a kind of a celebration of Black Sabbath for us, so to release the album on that day was
Blasphemy.
A homage.
Yeah, a homage.
So the album is finished and about to be released.
Yeah.
What's next for 2012 for you?
shows.
Yeah, just try and promote it out as much as we can. We got a tour around the UK in April, which kicks off on the 7th. We're doing like England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland. There's a show in Germany in between some of the dates, and then we're going to try and do as many of the big summer festivals as we can. Already confirmed for Hellfest in France, Sonosphere in Spain, hopefully things like Sweden Rock and Download in the UK, and then there's going to be shows here and there all over Europe, trying to do as much as we can.
Which Orange Goblin song or album is your favorite?
This one at the moment?
Yeah, I think it's a cliche that every band probably says, but the new album's the best thing we've ever done. But I guess it's because it's fresh and it's exciting for us at the moment. It's like we've had 10 new babies, and we're excited about it. It's almost like a Sophie's Choice type of question, isn't it? You can't really pick one. But if I had to look back over with this album as an exception, I'd say The Big Black was probably my favourite, and I guess that's reflected in our set list. It's still very heavy on songs from that album. Scorpion, Quincy the Pig Boy, Cosmo Bozo, Hot Magic Red Planet quite often. There's a lot of songs we still play off that album, so I guess that's my favourite.
Some of the most read rock music magazines praise your music, and Tom Lawson from Classic Rock magazine said that you are consistently one of the greatest live bands that the United Kingdom has produced in decades. How do you feel about that?
That's good.
Yeah,
we paid a lot of money.
No, I mean, it's not for us to say things like that. So if people say about us, then we're obviously very honoured.
It's good that Dom is quite a well-respected journalist in Europe, around the world, not just in the UK. So for him to say that, alright, we do know him, but it's not, he doesn't have to say that.
Since there are so many good critics about your music, how come you are still very much an underground band?
Don't know.
Don't
Right.
know.
You tell us.
We've been a bit unlucky.
We're not pretty.
I am.
Yeah, you are quite pretty.
We don't piss yourself.
Yeah, I think we've been unlucky with the albums. Like the Big Black came out and we didn't get the tour off of it very much. And what's your
We've
remark?
lost it. I don't know. We've had a lot of bad luck with record labels. Every time we did a record, we got loads and loads of good reviews. Then literally a month after it was released, the record label would go under or disappear.
That's happened
Yes,
twice.
it happened.
And it's happened to us twice now. But now we've actually, I don't know. I often wonder why. Because we get a lot of good press. There's a lot of people seem to like us. A lot of bands seem to like the bands that have gone on and been really successful. They're big fans of ours as well. And I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not more successful because more people don't buy the records.
I don't know, and I guess we haven't, because of our family and stuff, we haven't gone out and toured as much as we probably should have.
Last sort of 6 or 7 years has been difficult, and we've been offered big tours.
Yeah, we've turned down so many big
we could
tours.
have done, supporting Danzig and Lamb of God and things like that across America that we've had to say we just can't do it.
Lamb of God tour would have been massive, but even Guar, COC, we had turned down so many tours. So it's our fault.
We landed there.
Yeah.
You were originally formed under the name Our Haunted Kingdom. Why did you change it to Orange Goblin?
It was rubbish. Not Orange Goblin isn't rubbish.
So we just changed it from one band to another.
Yes, it sounds
It's just when we first started and came up with the name Our Haunted Kingdom, it was a completely different style of music we were playing. It was influenced by sort of early 90s UK doom, like
My
Anathema,
Dark Bride.
Paradise Lost, My Dark Bride, that sort of thing. And I think we all came to a mutual agreement that this wasn't exactly what we wanted to do. I mean, Joe wasn't too keen on that style of music. I mean, he liked it, but he came from a more sort of Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck kind of background of playing music and wanted to do something a little bit more.
No, it's not my fault for the people who prefer us.
Also, I think we just prefer.
I think we all just listened to Black Sabbath one day and said, well, let's sound like that now.
70s
Pretty
rock,
much.
70s rock music is fun, it's really rocking out, and we all had that mutual love of that, and so we found that we were sort of writing songs that were a bit more up tempo, a bit more fun, I guess.
And Our Haunted Kingdom
And
really
it's-
suited the music and started playing it.
And then Chris joined, and we decided to make a clean break. We had Chris join the band, so it's always on.
So it's his fault.
It was almost overnight. I remember once Ben turned up at my house with a Cannibal Corpse shirt on and some death metal gear. He said, we're going to change, the style of the band, and the next day he took up a pair of flares on and beads. It literally happened like that.
It was overnight.
Is it fancy dress?
You toured all over the world. What was your best touring experience?
Japan.
Norwich over Rock House, right nice.
Now, the best place to go is Japan, simply because it's Japan. It's so foreign, it's so different. The crowds are great, the people are great, and we're already there.
They're
Three shows, but really, really, fantastic experience. And it was quite a long time ago, so we were sort of fairly young at one point, and it's really exciting, really, really good.
We did that pretty early on.
Yeah.
And we thought, this is the way it's going to always be. But it was kind of a one-off where we got treated like rock stars.
Yeah,
And then
we stayed in the same hotel that Michael Jackson stayed in when he was in Japan.
Really?
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time, no, but when we kind of... The thing is with Japan, you might sell 1,000 CDs in Japan, but those 1,000 people think you're the best band that ever existed. And so we'd walk around the streets and there's groups of people just kind of following us, and everywhere we went, like people having their photos taken, and it was like being in a proper band.
USA was good for me as well, because when you grow up in England, I think everybody dreams of going to America, and I did. To get to go over there and play at some sort of really prestigious venues like CBGB's and the Troubadour in Los Angeles. It was quite special. And it was a highlight of my career, I think.
Just the big festivals as well. When you're playing that, you're playing in front of 15, 20,000 people. They don't come necessarily to see you, but you're playing in front of them anyway. It's a massive crowd, and that's what's really good as well.
Touring with Dio.
Yeah.
Touring with Dio, and that's good.
And what can we expect tonight? Will you present us some new songs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's two new songs tonight. And because it's the first time we've ever been in Croatia, I think it wouldn't be fair for us to play too much new stuff because no one's familiar with it yet. So we just want to play what we consider to be sort of the best of Irish Goblin sort of thing, and give everybody a little bit from every album. So
Now and half silence.
no, I'm really looking forward to it tonight. I think it's going to be good.
Well, thanks for the interview, and I hope you'll have a great time.
Thank you very much. Cheers.